Andy.
Rolling. Action.
My name is Chase Panning, and I am playing the role of George.
My name is Ashley Sanchez, and I'll be reading for Jerry.
She can't kill me, right?
No, of course not.
People break up all the time.
Every day.
It just didn't work out. What can I do? I wanted to love her. I tried to love her. I just couldn't.
You tried.
I kept looking at her face. I'd go, come on, love her. Love her.
Did you tell her you loved her?
I had no choice. She squeezed it out of me. She'd tell me that she loved me. All right, at first, I just looked at her. I'd go, oh, really? Or, boy, that's something. But eventually you have to come back with, well, I love you. You know, you can only hold it out for so long.
You're a human being.
And I didn't even ask her out. She asked me out first. She called me up. What the fuck am I supposed to do? Say no? I can't do that to her.
You're too nice of a guy.
I am a nice guy. And she seduced me. We were in my apartment. I'm sitting on the couch. She's on the chair. I get up to go to the bathroom. She's sitting on the couch. What am I supposed to do? Not do anything? I couldn't do that to her. I would have insulted the woman.
You're flesh and blood.
I had nothing to do with this. I met all of her friends, which I didn't want to do. I kept trying to avoid meeting her friends. I knew it would only get me in deeper. But it's like I'm in fucking quicksand.
I told you when I met her.
My back is killing me.
You gotta go see my chiropractor. He's the best.
Yeah, everybody's guy is the best.
I'll make an appointment for you, and we'll go together.
Please. They don't do anything. Look, do I have to break up with her in person? Can I do it over the phone? My stomach can't handle this.
You should just do it like a Band-Aid. One motion. Right off.
And action.
She can't kill me, right?
No, of course not.
People break up all the time!
Every day.
It just didn't work out. What can I do? I wanted to love her. I tried to love her, but I couldn't.
You tried.
I kept looking at her face. I'd go, come on, love her, love her.
Did you tell her that you love her?
I had no choice. She squeezed it out of me. She'd tell me just love me. She told me she loved me. All right, at first, I'd look at her. I'd go, oh, really? Well, that's nice. But eventually, we have to come back with something. I have to eventually say I love her. What am I supposed to do? I can only hold out for so long.
You're a human being.
And I didn't even ask her out. She asked me out first. She called me up. What the fuck am I supposed to do? I can't do that to her. There's no way.
You're too nice a guy.
I am a nice guy. But she seduced me. We were in my apartment. I'm sitting on the couch. She's sitting on the chair. I get up to go to the bathroom. I come back. She's on the couch. She's basically having sex with me. What am I supposed to do? I can't turn her down.
You're flesh and blood.
I had nothing to do with this. I met all of her friends. I didn't want to meet them, but I was forced to meet them. I tried to avoid meeting them at all costs. It would have gotten me deeper and deeper. It's like I'm in quicksand over here.
I told you when I met her.
My back is killing me.
You gotta go to my chiropractor.
Oh yeah, everybody's got a guy.
I'll make an appointment for you. We'll go together.
Please. Save it for someone else. They don't do anything. Look, what am I supposed to do? Can I break up with her in person? Can I do it over the phone? My stomach can't handle this.
I think you should do it like a Band-Aid. One motion. Right off.
Cut. Rolling. And action, please.
April Harderson, reading for Lynette.
My name's Ashley Dudali, and I don't know. Tom. Wow, honey. This place looks spotless.
Thanks.
Listen, I have to come up with this killer idea for the spotless scrub campaign.
Great. You want to run it by me?
No, I'm good, but thanks.
Okay.
Well, the thing is, you know how whenever I pitch an idea at work, and Tennessee always tears my idea in front of the partners?
Yeah.
So I invited the partners over for dinner instead with their wives, and I thought I could pitch it here. You know, we'll have a fancy dinner. They come over, we sit, we could.
And when exactly would this formal dinner take place?
Tomorrow?
Tom,
Yeah, I know. Short notice.
you think? How am I supposed to pull off a formal dinner with no warning?
I don't know. Brevon de Camp does this type of thing all the time, though.
What did you say?
Fine, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it like that. That's. You know what? Forget it. I'll cancel it. Don't worry about it.
No, let's do it.
Really?
Yeah, it's good for your career. I'll pull it off.
Yes, honey. All right. You know what? When I close this deal, I'm gonna buy you something awful pretty.
That's not Rose Rolling. And action.
Well, honey, this place looks spotless.
Thanks.
Listen, I have to come up with this killer idea for the boardroom.
You said the boardroom. I'm like, what? Sorry. Great. You want to run that by me?
No, I'm good. But thanks.
Okay.
Well, the thing is, whenever I pitch a boardroom, the ideas at work, chemistry just always tears me down.
Yeah.
So I invited the partners over, and I thought we could, have a nice dinner with their wives, and we could pitch in here, I thought we could make a formal dinner out of it, for 6. We could sit, we could...
And when would this? And when exactly would this formal dinner take place?
Tomorrow?
Tom.
Yeah, I know. It's short notice.
You think? How am I supposed to pull off a formal dinner with no warning?
I don't know. Brevon de Camp does this type of thing all the time.
Wait, what did you say?
Well, I'm sorry, okay. I didn't mean it like that, Forget it. I'll call and cancel. Don't worry about it.
No, baby. Let's do it.
Really?
Yeah, it's good for your career. I can pull it off.
Yes, honey, thank you. Oh my God. You know what? I promised to buy you something awful pretty.
Action.
Hello, I'm Kai Dunn, and I'm reading for the part of Ryan.
Hi, I'm Varsha Shankla. I'm reading for Alex. Yeah.
So, you and me in my car. Do you do that often?
Not as often as I'd like.
You think perhaps you do it because of unresolved issues with men in your life?
I don't have too many men in my life, so I don't know how it would be possible to have issues with them.
You don't think a person's inability to connect to someone else comes from pain in their past?
Why don't you tell me where it comes from?
Your father.
What about him?
He was a hard man to find. No pictures of him on your Facebook. You untagged any photos of the two of you together. On your timeline, when people offered their condolences, you didn't even respond to any of them. Not even one like.
I prefer to grieve in private.
And I would agree if you were actually grieving. So I can ask, or you can tell me, what would make you feel better?
My father was a great man. Wise, funny, the life of any party. But then he would drink. He would yell. He would punch a hole in the wall. And he never laid a hand on me, but I was always afraid. When he'd get that way, I would call the cops. But what could they do? They'd have to catch him in action. And he was too smart for that. But then one day, it was over. I don't know if he went to AA or to church or just caught himself, in the mirror from a new angle. But he became his old self again. But It was a daily struggle, but he seemed committed to it. And for a while, it was wonderful. Or so we thought.
Go on.
The end happened so fast.
Cut. And action.
So, you and me in my car. Do that often?
Not as often as I'd like.
You think perhaps you do it because of unresolved issues with men in your life?
I don't have many men in my life, so I don't know how it'd be possible to have issues with them.
You don't think a person's inability to connect to someone else comes from pain in their past?
Why don't you tell me where it comes from?
Your father.
What about him?
He was a hard man to find. No pictures of him on your Facebook. You untagged any photos of the two of you together. On your timeline, when people offered their condolence, you didn't even respond to any of them. Not even one like.
I prefer to grieve in private.
I would agree. If you had actually been grieving. So I can ask, or you can tell me, what would make you feel better?
My father was a great man. Wise, funny, fast, the life of any party. But then he would drink and he would yell. He would punch a hole in the wall. He never laid a hand on me, but I was always afraid. I would call the cops when he'd get that way. But what can they do, really? They'd have to catch him when it was happening. And he was too smart for that. But then one day, it was over. I don't know if he went to AA or to church, or he just caught himself in a mirror from a different angle. But he became his old self again. It was a daily struggle, sure, but he seemed committed to it. And for a while, it was wonderful. Or so we thought.
Go on.
The end happened so fast.
Cut. Thank you.